All right, time to play a little bit more Pickle here. So this is actually going to be the first day that I am going to start recording a series of me doing this. So it's going to be basically a compilation or a compilation, however you say it, of several different days. Because typically these don't take very long. They only take about 5 minutes or so. So I wanted to put 3, 4, 5, however many of them together so that you guys have them. And I'm looking to do them for each of the 3 major ones. So MLB, NBA, and NFL. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that sort of thing because I'm going to. It's going to be a lot of fun. So at this point, you guys should know how this works, but in case you don't, I'll kind of explain a little bit as we go along, just for anybody who may be stumbling upon this for the first time. So guess today's mystery player. So I want to guess somebody that's kind of in the middle in terms of age. So I am actually going to go with one of my favorite players in baseball. Unfortunately, is injured. We're going to go with Shane Bieber. Okay, so we get a little bit of information here. Not a starting pitcher anyway. Could be a reliever. So not anywhere from 27 to 31, so could be much older, could be much younger, which kind of stinks because you kind of have to guess in terms of that. So not in the AL Central, and obviously does not play for Cleveland. So, all right, so that does give us some information. Obviously, they're a righty on righty, and they are American, so that is obviously quite nice. So, I think where I am going to go with this in terms of righty on righty, I'm going to go Trey Turner. Actually, no, Trey Turner is probably going to be around the same age as Bieber, so I'm going to go younger. Who would be younger? Okay, O'Neal Cruz bats lefty, so that's not going to work. I'm just trying to think of, like, complete opposite just to get a gauge, because I do have 9 guesses to get this right. My goodness, who would be a good guess here? That's righty on righty. I'm going to go somebody that's much older, actually. I'm going to go Giancarlo Stanton. Let's see how that goes. All right, so this gives some good information. So we know, luckily, that this person is much, much older. So either, so based on this, we know that, I guess it doesn't really matter. So they're anywhere from 32 to 30, they're 32, 33, 35, or 36. So we know that. So they're not a starting pitcher, they're not a DH. So, as this says, I'm sure you guys can read that, orange indicates the player that plays in either the league or the division. So, because, here's the interesting thing, because this was not orange, we know that they actually play in the NL East. So does that, hopefully that makes sense to you guys. So when this says that it either means the conference or the league, or the division, I should say, that means that either they play in the American League, one of the other divisions, so West, Central, or South, and the other option would be that they play in the NL East in this instance. Because this is not orange, that means he plays in the NL East. So hopefully I explained that properly. Okay, so NL East, so that means Phillies, Braves, oh my gosh, wow. Am I completely just blanking on who's in the NL East? Mets, Marlins, and Nationals. So one of those few. So let's think of righty on righty that plays in the NL East. So I am immediately thinking of Nick Castellanos, but I have to figure out their age. So 32 would qualify. So let's go Nick Castellanos and see what we get. Okay, so we do get some information. They are exactly 33 years old. That's what this means. Because they are both orange, that means that they have to be 33 years old. They are obviously in the NL East. We already knew that. So beyond that, the only thing that we learn is that they're exactly 33 years old and they don't play for the Phillies. Okay? So, they're not a right fielder. And they could be a reliever. So we can't miss out on that as well. We can't forget that part either. So don't get too nuts here. So the problem is it's kind of tough to realize who's exactly 33. Luckily, this format actually lets us see their age before you select them, so that's nice. So I will know not to even select somebody that's not 33 on the nose. I just kind of know within a year or two how old people are usually. So that Giancarlo Stanton guess was tremendous. I'm very, very happy with that. Okay, so let's kind of go through some of these some of these teams here to try to find somebody, because I'm thinking Jorge Soler is like who's popping into my head, but he's 32 and he's a right fielder, so obviously that will not be my guess. Oh man, 33 years old, on the nose. Okay, let's think about the Phillies, because they have an older team. Schwarber bats lefty. Already guessed Castellanos. Trey Turner is not nearly that old, and plus they're not in the Phillies, so I don't know why I'm even talking like this. It's got to be Braves, Mets, Marlins, or Nationals. And if it's Nationals, I got to be honest, I don't know if I'm going to get it. I'm just being perfectly, frankly honest with you. I know very little in terms of the Nationals roster, so I'm really desperately hoping it's somebody that's on the Mets or on the Braves. Or on the Marlins. Even the Marlins, I would struggle, quite frankly. So this is going to be tough. So let's think Braves. So let's go through their guys. So Albies is out. Olsen is out. How old is Orlando Arcia? He's 30. Crap. That was a good one. Austin Riley's not old enough. Michael Harris is not old enough. Jared Kelenic is not old enough. And Jorge Soler now plays right field for them. So I'm thinking it's not going to be a Braves position player here. Is it a reliever? Is it a reliever? Is it a reliever? How old is Edwin Diaz? I know he's kind of out this year. He's 30. And it has to be an American, too. Okay, I didn't really think about that part, quite frankly. Okay, so it's an American. I feel like it's a relief pitcher. I feel like it's gotta be. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it just has to be some kind of relief pitcher. But it's just not... It's not coming to me. I know Charlie Morton is way too old. That's not even... And it's not a starter, either. Oh, goodness. Yeah. I am struggling, folks. I'm struggling to even come up with a reasonable guess. I'm almost tempted to just guess somebody I know is wrong just to see if I can get any more information. But I don't know if that's really going to help. How old's Joey Wendell? Joey Wendell's not even an option. It's stupid. I'm trying to think like Marlins shortstops or something like that. Like, it's just not coming to me right now. I don't have really an answer at the moment. Okay. I think it's time to just start guessing like a random... So Raisel Iglesias comes to mind. I think he's a bit too old. Yeah, he's 34. But I'm just going to kind of see if it's a reliever. It is a reliever. Okay, so it's a reliever that's not on the Braves. Yeah, see, this was my biggest worry. Because I don't know, like, relievers on those teams. So we know they're 33, we know they're a reliever, and we know they're not on the Braves either. So that means they're either Marlins, Mets, or Nationals. Oh, man, I do not know. I don't know a 33-year-old reliever on the Mets, Marlins, or... Oh, man. I don't think I'm going to get this, quite frankly. I just don't think I'm gonna. I just really do not think I'm gonna. Wow. Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna probably end up getting this. I'm thinking like David Bednar almost, but that's silly, because he's not even in the NL East. Oh, wow. Jorge Lopez. I think he throws... He's in the NL. I guess he's with the Cubs now? Didn't know that. I thought he was the Marlins. I guess he maybe got traded. Gosh, man, I do not know. I'm not good with relievers. I really am not. This is not going to go well for me because I just don't know. Well, I guess that's where I'm at right now, is I just don't know. Okay. I'm thinking Kyle Finnegan. Might be Kyle Finnegan, actually. Did I just pull that? Yes! Oh, it took me a minute to get there, folks, but I got there, and I only got there in 5 guesses. So, took me a hot minute. I didn't know, and nobody was coming to mind, and finally, I got it. Wow, that was tough. Love that first round. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so second day of MLB Pickle here. Obviously, you guys know the rules by now, so we are going to jump right in. I am going to go with a hometown favorite for myself, anyway, being a Red Sox fan. I am going to go with Garrett Whitlock. I think this is a pretty good start. Obviously, 28 years old is a pretty reasonable kind of middle of the ground age here, so we're going to go Garrett Whitlock and see what it spits out. Okay, so it doesn't really tell us much about age. They do throw right-handed, but they don't bat right-handed. So that means they are either a switch hitter or a lefty. Now, AL East, that means that they could be in the American League, but they also could be in the National League East. So, I am going to take a swing and say National League East, just to eliminate that altogether. And I am going to go with Kyle Schwarber. I do believe he bats lefty and throws righty. He's from the U.S., he's a DH, and he is a little bit older. So not in the NL East, but he does bat lefty. Okay, so again, this could still be a relief pitcher, and if that is the case, the last couple times I played Pickle, it's been a relief pitcher. It's kind of been a little bit annoying. I've gotten it both times, but it's been a little bit annoying. I'm really hoping that it is not the case here, because at this point, with the designated hitter being a thing across all leagues, I don't know what pitchers bat what at all. So I'm really hoping this is an actual position player that is in the American League, obviously now, because we know it is not the National League East. So we have American League West and American League South as well. So hopefully this works out, and then obviously American League Central as well. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. Let's go AL Central for now. Let's go AL Central. Who is a lefty batter? I'm thinking like Jose Ramirez, but I don't think he's from. He can't be from the U.S. either. Ooh, this is a fun one. This is a fun one. I'm thinking like Grayson Rodriguez would, or not Grayson Rodriguez. The other guy, Gunnar Henderson. That's what I was thinking. But he's in the AL East, so that would not be the case either. Okay, let's, does Wyatt Langford throw righty? Oh, he's a righty batter. I don't know what I was thinking he was a, I don't know why I was thinking he was a lefty batter. He obviously must not be. Okay, let's think. How about Kyle Tucker? Kyle Tucker seems like a fun guess. Let's go Kyle Tucker. Okay, so they are in the AL West, and it is a right fielder. Okay, so obviously not 27 years old, and they do not play for Houston. But this does give us good information, obviously. So it has to be a right fielder, and it has to be in the AL West, right? Okay, so what that means is you're looking at possibly Angels, okay? Possibly Rangers, right? Possibly Oakland Athletics. This is a gentleman that definitely intrigues me. Okay, so it's not Esteury Ruiz. He does not bat lefty. Whew, okay, so not in Houston. Could be for the Rangers. Could be for the Rangers. The problem is I'm pretty sure Adolis Garcia is their right fielder. And I don't think he bats lefty unless I'm out of my mind. Pretty sure he doesn't. Okay. Right fielder. AL West. See, I'm thinking like a Seth Brown, but I don't know if that's... He's a lefty batter, too, and he's a left fielder. Okay, so that wouldn't be the case either. This is a tough one. Why am I blanking hard on, like, every good right fielder? Now, Taylor Ward was the left field or the right fielder. I guess he's playing left. Does that mean Joe Adele is now playing right field for them? I guess he wouldn't qualify either. Is this like Josh Smith? It can't be Josh Smith, right? I guess they classify him as a third baseman, even though their third baseman is Josh Young. Ooh, man. I know he's playing shortstop a little bit right now. I'm having a hard time thinking of just individuals tonight in terms of who could be out there in that division. And like Oakland Athletics players in 2024, I mean that's just like wrong to like it's wrong to like really, like, I just don't know who's out there in Oakland right now. I really just want to guess Esteury Ruiz, even though I know he's not the answer, just because I want to see if it's actually an Oakland player, and it is. Oh, no. Why does it have to be Oakland? That's like the one team that I genuinely don't have any idea who is playing what position at all. Esteury Ruiz is about the only guy on that team that I know. The only guy I can think of right now is JJ Bleday. I didn't even type. I'm just sitting here typing for nothing. JJ Bleday. But he throws lefty, and he's a center fielder, so that can't be it. All right. All right. Who plays for Oakland? Okay, Shea Langeliers plays for Oakland. He's a catcher. JJ Bleday, Esteury Ruiz. I don't know who their right fielder is. I just don't know. I think this genuinely might be like a give-up spot because I don't know who plays right field for the Oakland Athletics. I just don't have a clue. I just don't have a clue. Does Seth Brown even play for the A's anymore? He does. So I'm gonna put. It's not Seth Brown. It's a stupid guess. Just because he plays for Oakland. Okay. Who does Rex Grossman play for? He plays for Kansas City now. Okay. And this is a fairly young guy. So he's got to be 24 or 23 years old. So this is a very, very young guy. Could it be... Oh, the kid that they got from the Braves a while back. Pache? Is it Pache? He's 25, so that wouldn't be... Oh, and he plays for Miami now. Okay, I did not know that. That's cool. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know who plays right field for the Oakland A's. Like, I genuinely may just have to completely give up. And it won't let me search by team either. So this is tough. This is really unfortunate. I wonder what this... Okay. That's not helpful. Yeah, I don't know who plays right field for the Oakland Athletics, guys. This second one may just be chalked up to me losing here. I don't want to, like, look it up and cheat. That's not cool. Like, I don't want to do that at all. But I genuinely do not know who plays right field for the Oakland Athletics. I just don't. Especially if it's a young guy. Yeah, I'm just not aware. I'm trying. I watched the Oakland Athletics play in person. Tyler Soderstrom comes to mind. I know he normally is a catcher. But who knows? Maybe he's classified as a right fielder here for some reason. He's not classified as a right fielder. Because, of course, he's not. Okay. Zach Geloff plays second base. I don't know who played short. I don't know who played third. J.J. Bleday was in the outfield. Astoria Ruiz was in the outfield. Although I think he might have been hurt that day. Gosh, man. I don't know why the name Harrison is coming to my head. Like the last name Harrison. Maybe I was thinking of Harrison Bader, but I know he doesn't play for the Oakland Athletics. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I genuinely think that this may be chalked up to NL here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to accept my loss, and I am going to look up who this is. I will put it in the description for you guys, just in case you guys actually know who it is. Okay, looking it up, could it be Lawrence Butler? I know nothing about Lawrence Butler at all. It looks like it's probably Lawrence Butler, and it seems to be. Okay. So there's no way I was going to get that. I'm aware that he's been pretty hot, but I just wasn't going to get him. So unfortunately, there goes my streak. I know it says that I got the streak there. I probably just shouldn't have put it in, but it was Lawrence Butler. So unfortunately, that doesn't count, obviously. So we're going to move on to the next day. Sorry I didn't get this one, guys, but we're going to move on to day 3. Alrighty, folks, day 3 of Pickle here. So we are going to just kind of jump right into it. I am feeling Brady Singer, guy who has done fairly well for himself for the Royals this year. I honestly cannot spell Singer right now. Sorry about that. I feel like that's a pretty good, reasonable guess. That'll get me some information. Okay, so this is a starting pitcher, and nowhere near the age. So either that means somebody who's significantly older, significantly younger, 25 or younger, 31 or older. Okay, so also AL Central means could be American League, could be National League Central. Last time I went kind of the flip route, ended up not working, I think. Might have been for another video. It might have been for, like, football or something. I can't really remember. But since they are a right-handed throwing pitcher, I think that, unfortunately, it does not necessarily narrow it down. A guy that is coming to mind is Garrett Cole. So let's go Garrett Cole. If that's how I spell Garrett. I guess it's not how you spell Garrett. All right, let's go Garrett Cole. All right, so it is somebody in the American League, just not American League East. Obviously, ends up not being Garrett Cole. So this means that they are anywhere from 32 to 36 years old. So this is somebody who is significantly older here. Now, the problem that I'm going to find is I have no idea what pitchers bat certain ways. I just have no earthly idea. Somebody that's coming to mind for me is like Jacob deGrom. I don't know if he bats lefty. I doubt that he does. He does. Okay, so let's go Jacob deGrom. And it looks like it ends up being Jacob deGrom. I actually honestly thought about putting Jacob deGrom for that second one. But I ended up going with Garrett Cole first and Jacob deGrom second. But got it in 3 guesses here, so I think we're steadily improving. I think the first one I got in 5 guesses, last one I got in 4. This one I got it in 3. Pretty sure. Might not be. Again, these are being recorded day after day after day. Let's move on to day 4. Oh, and by the way, didn't even mention this at the top, should have. Good bounce back here. Didn't get yesterday. I believe Lawrence Butler ended up being the answer. Just wasn't going to be able to get that. So this is definitely a good bounce back. So I guess that also means yesterday I didn't get it in 4 guesses. I don't know where I got that from, quite frankly. I don't know. Just another day, another round of Pickle here. I believe this is day 5, maybe even day 6. I don't know anymore. We're just going to keep on kind of plugging away here. Just going to move a little bit of things out of my way. All right, so let me see who I want to guess today. I am going to start with one of the breakout stars of this year, although he has played well a lot of other years. I'm going to go Anthony Santander as my guess, and already a lot of good stuff. So this is a player who plays for the Orioles, not a switch hitter. Orange indicates the player may be a switch hitter. Okay. That's a bit confusing, but all right. That does not help me at all. I mean, I guess it could be Adley Rutschman. Adley Rutschman is a switch hitter, I suppose. So maybe I just guess Adley Rutschman. It is not Adley Rutschman. Okay, well, then I'm just going to ignore that whole thing. I could have gotten this in 2 if I didn't just jump the gun there. That's really unfortunate. Okay, but somebody who is in that range of 24 to 28 years old. So that is good, although they can't be actually this. So they're either 25 or 24 because this would have lit up orange if they were 27 or 28. So they are born in the USA. So that all helps out. So I am thinking right now of the 2 young studs on the Orioles. Now, I'm thinking Kyle Bradish also could be an option, but I also think that he's like 28 already, or 29. So I think he's a bit too old for this. Or a lot too old, I guess, for this. But I think he's that old, so I'm going to move him as like, if I get to down here and I still haven't gotten it, then I will throw Kyle Bradish out there. But I am going to go with Grayson Rodriguez to start right now. It is not Grayson Rodriguez. It is somebody who is exactly 25 years of age. Okay. So let's see. So it says that they could be a switch hitter. They're not a left-handed hitter. So that's fine. That at least makes me think that they are a right-handed hitter. So that works. Okay, so not Grayson Rodriguez, the pitcher. Could this be Gunnar Henderson? Does he spell it with an A? He does, okay. Well, it can't be Gunnar Henderson because he is a lefty and he's 23. So he has to be exactly 25. So let me think. How old is Jordan Westburg? That is my question of the day. Jordan Westburg is my guess, and Jordan Westburg is my answer. Jordan Westburg, a fun young player for the Orioles. Hope he continues to improve. So another good round here, and this was, in fact, day 6. So there you go. 6 rounds, 6 victories in Pickle here, so not bad. And we're going to move on to day number 7. Welcome back to MLB Pickle. I think this is going to be the last day that I record this for this particular video anyways. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this as much as I have. Okay, so let's think through this here. Oh, man. Who do I want to start with? Let's start with a guy who is injured right now. One of the most exciting young players in the NBA. Good grief. In the MLB, Ronald Acuna Jr. Let's start with him. Okay, so somebody who is exactly 26 years old. Now, this could be either somebody else in the National League or this could be somebody in the American League East. Okay, so it says orange for righty, so I guess that means they're a switch hitter? That's the only thing that I can come up with that means, right? That's what that means, and then they probably are from America. It's been that way for just about all of them. Not in the NL East, but could be just in the National League in general. So, okay, so let's start with who is a switch hitter in Major League Baseball right now. I'm going to guess somebody that's actually in the American League East, and that is Adley Rutschman. And he is 26, so this could be the answer, and we could get it in 2, and that is, of course, the answer. What a heck of a way to end it, folks, right? Get it in 2 guesses. And that's honestly pretty good, because if I didn't get Adley Rutschman, I would have had a hard time, because I'm not super familiar with a ton of switch hitters in the MLB. So that would have been a struggle for me. But we got it in 2, so it doesn't matter. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.